It's tough living in this town. Um, uh, there's such a concentration of selfishness and wanting to remain in conflict because there's an addiction to it, you know. And everybody, oh, New York and all that stuff. New York is a bunch of poor people crammed on top of each other with dreams of getting the hell out. And then if they don't get the hell out, they think they're in the greatest city of the world because it's the toughest city and it's the baddest city. It's the biggest pile of buildings and people being tough and dying from aggressive, abusive behavior. It's this weird, badge of honor thing. But around here, it's military components among intense, murderous, violent sex cult tribalism that's just, ugh. Oh yeah, it's bad. And one of the nicer places is Las Cruces, according to and in a lot of ways it is. It has a facade of nice people and good Americans doing the right thing to maintain the American way of. It's not life, because if you're not living the Lord's Prayer, you're not living. If you're denying the Lord's Prayer, you're dead. You're a gosh damn fucking vampire and a zombie. And what emanates out of here spreads across the world. It's New York may have created the Manhattan Project and created the chain of nuclear weapons threatening to blow everybody up if we can't keep doing the violent stuff. But what keeps it going is the assholes here and not the assholes in New York. They're constantly trying to reinvent themselves and appear empathetic and kind and caring. Here, just celebrate war and be our hero. And you can talk to people about it, but they'll still come at you with the same thing. It's like, dude, service. You know what service is? The crucifixion, okay? Were you crucified to save children from genocide? To teach them faithful, eternal love? Well, then don't, ask people to thank you for your service. I've been and still am being tortured by assholes that don't want to live the Lord's Prayer because they're addicted to not living it. So, people say, thank you for my service. Had nothing to do with my time in the military. Like I told the brother in his vet outfit today at the store. I said, man, all I did in the military was I was a mercenary for corporations to kill poor people to maintain the status quo. And almost all my unit died from chemical weapons exposure in Desert Storm. Okay. Almost all my unit. Just like with you guys. Agent Orange, you all came back and you died. Hell, Sylvester Stallone made a movie about it. The one mom, she comes to pick up, he comes to meet his friend, his brother in arms. She said he was so light and killed from the Agent Orange, she goes, I could lift him off the sheets myself. And he was probably a big man. Okay. So, if your entertainment tells you what's up, and then you get all these people, you shouldn't say that stuff about Amy, you shouldn't say what happened with Natalie. It's like, everybody in fucking Sierra Vista and Cochise County knows about it. Everybody in Doñana County knows about it. They just don't talk about it publicly. Okay? These are the worst fucking Peyton Place gossips in the whole fucking world. All their jobs depend on it. All their livelihoods and their fake-ass cults they call religions depend on it. Okay? And besides, if you don't stand up against egregious, disgusting behavior through home invasion, through the Patriot Act, and through surveillance equipment, and you don't tell people what's happening, oh, we shouldn't talk about that. Why? It's happening. It needs to stop. Okay? Amy's a sweetheart, and she's very cute, and I adored her. When she was good, she was very good. But when she was awful, she was horrid. Like that one children's book that her parents had. And Natalie's gorgeous. Has a wonderful Penny type personality, only she's the real deal. She's not a screenplay possibly written by somebody who gets a lot of the character based off of Natalie's personality from the time Natalie was a wee little shaver. She's cute. Yeah, she's very cute. Very strong. And so, how do you know Penny's character isn't largely based off the surveillance in our house? Between, Keith Carradine's and Penny's relationship isn't largely based off of the relationship between me and her by the military watching it, and then using Wi-Fi to pop the ideas into those screenwriters' heads and make them think, oh, I had a brilliant idea of this relationship between this man. How do you know? How do you know half the entertainment and propaganda that you're part of? I told you enough gave me PTSD when I watched it a couple times. How do you know half the shit with these screenplays and stuff weren't used by Wi-Fi influence based off of my existence? Okay? Huh? Huh? Only my existence is even more amazing and more phenomenal in the way that I deal with the situations and don't become the accountant. I don't have to. All I have to do is just live faithfully and truthfully, be brave and truthful. I don't have to get a gun and shoot cantaloupes, perfectly good fucking cantaloupes I might add, to act like I'm a sharpshooter. And you tell these guys, I told that guy my history about it, he was what, 4, that's a mile or whatever, yeah. Okay, from that angle, that's how far it would have been when I shot that thing, 450 yards, that's a mile. Yeah, that's from the angle that I would hit it, that's how far it would go. Most people just can, yeah, guys can shoot people from that far away. Okay, did you know that? I guess he didn't know that. He thought I was making this shit up. I wish I was making this shit up. I wish I was making all this shit up. And he laughed because I said, you know, I beat the other guy by 45 seconds. I did. Okay. They just get mad because they're not, they think, oh yeah, this guy's making this shit up. No, I'm not. Okay. I'm not. Okay. Yeah. Most special forces guys, when I was young, wished they could have been as efficient at protecting and using ways to protect people from violence as me. Okay. And I was skinny. I was a little basketball body. You should see me. I was a skinny kid. I didn't get in great Achilles shape like Brad Pitt during Troy. No, I was a skinny kid. Okay. And I was nervous at first because I couldn't do the pull-ups and stuff. And then when they dropped the 30 pounds off me, I could do my sit-ups, pull-ups, everything real fast. Went through that confidence course. 45 seconds ahead of everybody, just like a flying, killing monkey. Okay. You think that dumbass who broke his bones and all that? No, you know, I wouldn't train. I don't train to fight. I just exercise to be healthy. And when someone comes up to try to fight me, my endorphins go off, and then, okay, I really don't want to fight you. Okay. You know, that's what happens. This is thousands of years in relativity. Over 10,000 years. And probably, most likely, more than 10,000 years. Because of my tribe is from the Britons. There have been guys like me and Story, you know, Beowulf, and, you know, they exaggerate the stories. But when there's really good people that have amazing DNA and talents, because people trust them to do the right thing. And not a lot of people will. You know, most people are like Goliath. Or celebrities that go down the red carpet with their sexy bodies. I'm too sexy for my shirt. And they don't believe you. And it's like, I don't give a fuck if you don't believe me. Okay, my life is real and I don't make it up and I don't turn it into screenplay. All I want is for us to live the Lord's Prayer. And I stand up with courage for us to do that. You know, guys that will get a gun to get a medal from a bunch of people who say, hey, go be a trained murderer, won't do that. And that's why they're not blessed with the talents and ability. You don't want to be blessed with them. Because look what they've done to my physical body. Look what they did to my wife with their science projects. Look how they affected my kids with their science projects. And it affects my kids psychologically and emotionally. You know, and they can't have a relationship with the best man in the history of the U.S. military. Okay? I haven't seen my kids face to face since they were kidnapped on Easter 2012. Me and Patrick haven't seen each other since October 2011. And I was a better dad and a better husband than any of you pussies watching this video. Oh, and I'm not gonna call you Peckerwoods. You're a pussy because you're a pimp ass motherfucker like that stupid ass on the news. You know, they paid money so a porn star wouldn't say they had sex and try to make money off of selling her story to manipulate the election. The election's a joke. It's just who's going to be the next top player in the screen race. It's Vince McMahon. That's all it is. It's a fucking sick joke.